Hello everyone and welcome back to week 2 of the Sunday download. This week has been absolutely incredible. We received 2 different frontier models that dropped on the same day. This is the first time that this has ever happened, so I'm going to be covering that as well as new models such as Pony Alpha on OpenRouter, and I'm also going to be giving you guys an update on the revenue that BridgeMind is now generating. As you guys know, we launched the BridgeMind MCP last week and we already are up to a significant amount of paying subscribers on BridgeMind. So I'm going to cover all those things today, but I'm really excited to get right into it. So with that being said, I have a goal of 100 likes on this video and let's get right into it. Okay, so the first thing that I want to get into is this new stealth model on OpenRouter called Pony Alpha. A ton of people in the BridgeMind community are talking about this model right now. So this got released on February 6th on OpenRouter. It is a stealth model, so we're not sure what exactly it is, but there is a lot of speculation that this is GLM5, and initial reports and tests that people are trying out show that this model is actually very good at UI, and it is a very, very capable model. I was actually in the BridgeMind Discord co-working channel the other day, and one of the members of the BridgeMind community was showing me what they were generating with this model, and it was very, very impressive. So keep your eye out for this model. I don't know for sure what it is, but this model could release as soon as next week. Right now, the throughput on it is only 20 tokens per second. You know, it is in stealth, but there is a lot of speculation that this is GLM5, or it could be Grok 4.2, but I think that people are more so thinking that it is GLM5, but whatever it is good, and people are really, really excited for it. We could get it as soon as this week, but let's keep an eye out for this because this will be a big model release for sure. I now want to just do a brief overview of GPT 5.3 Codex. I've already made a video where I've used this and given my review on it, but just to kind of summarize, if you guys have missed those videos or missed, my thoughts on this new model, these models, GPT 5.3 Codex as well as Opus 4.6, they were iterations. They weren't significant jumps in improvement in coding capabilities. They were small iterations, and that's what a lot of people expected. I think that we'll see that next significant jump when we get, whether it's Sonnet 5 or Opus 5 or GPT 5.5 or GPT 6, though that's when we're going to see a big jump in capability. But these models, 5.3 Codex as well as Opus 4.6, were small iterations. But one thing that I do want to draw your attention to, and something that we're going to be doing this week, is Anthropic put out this release yesterday. So it says that our teams have been building with a 2.5x faster version of Claude Opus 4.6. We're now making it available as an early experiment via Claude Code and our API. So they have released now a faster version of Opus 4.6, a lot faster, 2.5 times faster. And this comes at a 6x price increase. So I want to show you guys this in Cursor. So if I actually pull up Cursor here, what you guys are going to see is that right here, what you guys see is you guys actually see that we have an Opus 4.6 fast. And right now it's 50% off until February 16th inside of Cursor. And it's 6 times the price, which makes it so that it's $30 per million on the input, and it's $150 per million. Wait, is that correct? 25 times 6. Yeah, $150 per million on the output. So this is an incredibly expensive model, and something that I'm going to be doing this week is I'm actually going to make a video where I'm going to be spending $1,000 on this Opus 4.6 fast model, and we're going to be putting it to the test to see, number one, how good it is, and more importantly, number two, how fast it actually is. But this is a newly released model. We haven't really seen anything like this from Anthropic before, where they release a model that literally has a 2.5 times speed up. So we're going to give this a shot this week, but definitely something to know and understand that this is now being offered by Anthropic. It's available in Claude Code, and it's also available in Cursor and other API providers. So with that being said, definitely keep an eye on this. Really, really interested and excited to test that out for sure. Another important release that happened this week was Claude Code's agent teams. So if you guys haven't seen this, this actually was probably bigger than the Opus 4.6 release, and a lot of people missed this. So I'm over here on the website. You can see that it's at agent teams. You can just look it up at, look up, I'll add a link in the description below, but this is an experimental feature from Anthropic, and all you have to do to turn it on is basically just drop this URL into Claude Code and say activate this or enable this, and it will do it for you. But agent teams are basically teams that let you coordinate multiple Claude Code instances that are going to work together. So this is different than subagents. I talked about this in another video on my channel. You should go check it out. But agent teams are actually a huge new feature that went kind of unnoticed by a lot of people. And the reason it went unnoticed is because this is an incredibly token intensive task. And right now it's not very, you can't really apply this in practice because, hey, if you're using a model like Opus 4.6 and you're using agent teams, you will easily use 500,000 tokens inside of one task that you're doing with an agent team. So it just is too expensive. And I think that agent teams are a incredible concept that we're going to be using in the future, but right now it's experimental and it's a little bit expensive, so let's give it some time. I'm excited for the new Claude Sonnet 5 model whenever it comes out. It could be coming in the next couple of weeks, but right now this feature, you definitely should be experimenting with it because I think that this is a game changer. I actually had it working here kind of in the background, but these teams are absolutely incredible. And if you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out. This is something that you want to understand and keep up to date with because agent teams are much better than subagents, and it's something that we're going to be using in streams. And it's also something that you should be using inside of your workflow. It is expensive, but if you can afford it, I would highly recommend it. It is an incredible feature. I literally was creating a team to build out a particular feature, and then that entire team was working across the API, the database, the front end, and it was able to one-shot it. It was absolutely incredible. So definitely something to be mindful of is agent teams are now in Claude Code. If you haven't checked it out, make sure you do so. It's absolutely incredible. All right, so now I want to cover a couple of different things related to BridgeMind. The first one being the Vibe-a-thon. So we already have 12 submissions for the BridgeMind Vibe-a-thon. Again, there are $5,000 in total prizes. First place gets $2,500, second place gets $1,500, and third place gets $1,000. The top winners are going to be invited to the BridgeMind live stream to demo their projects. So if you guys haven't already submitted your projects, this is the last week to do so. Remember that this stems from February 1st to February 14th, so you guys have 6 more days to complete your projects and submit them. But I'm really excited to see what you guys have come up with, and I'm excited to see who wins this event. But this is going to be a big event for BridgeMind coming up this week. I'm going to be sharing some of the demos in the live streams this week, but definitely expect to see more out of the BridgeMind Vibe-a-thon this week as it's the final week for project submissions. Another thing that I want to cover as it relates to BridgeMind is that we are shipping BridgeVoice and BridgeSpace this week. Check this out, guys. So last night I was working for hours and hours off stream, and I finally got our macOS build to deploy. So BridgeVoice is now ready to be pushed to production. We're getting the Windows build ready. I had to set up basically my signing certificates in Azure, and that is also going to be ready to ship. I just need to configure a few environment variables, and then the Windows build will be ready as well. So we are going to be shipping BridgeVoice and BridgeSpace to production this week. As you guys know, these are 2 big products that are in our suite of vibe coding tools. So the BridgeMind MCP launched last week. I announced that in week 1 of the Sunday download. And just to show you guys how we're doing, so we already have 62 active paying subscribers to the BridgeMind Pro plan. So for the BridgeMind Pro plan, it's $20 a month. You can use the code BridgeMind50 off at checkout, and you get 50% off your first 3 months. And what's great is that we've already seen 62 people come through and subscribe to the Pro plan. And I think that with BridgeVoice and BridgeSpace, we are adding 2 new valuable products to this suite that's going to make those subscriptions go up even more, because for the price of 1 subscription, you're able to get a super powerful agent development environment. You're able to get an incredible voice to text tool, and you're able to get an incredible BridgeMind MCP task management tool. So those 2 products are going to be releasing this week, and I will keep you guys updated with the number of paying subscribers that we have with BridgeMind. But right now it's 62 active paying subscribers on the Pro plan, which is pretty good for just our first week of launch and only having the BridgeMind MCP available. So we're going to add a ton of value to this product toolkit, and I'm really excited to see that MRR go up. But thank you to all of you that have already subscribed and are testing this out. I've already talked to a couple of you guys, and it seems like you guys are really liking the BridgeMind MCP. So shout out to those of you that I've talked with that are using this product, and I'm really excited for you guys to be able to test out BridgeVoice and BridgeSpace. We'll be using it on stream. It's going to be an incredible week, guys. We're going to be launching both of these products this week on stream, and it's just going to be a fun week. So that's a little bit of a summary of what's going on at BridgeMind. This week is going to be a phenomenal week. We're going to keep on grinding. We're going to keep showing up. We're going to be the man in the arena, and we're just going to keep moving forward. So that's going to wrap up this week's Sunday download. I'm really excited for what the coming week is going to bring. We're going to be showing up and just grinding and giving it everything that we have. But with that being said, guys, have a great rest of your day. Have a great time if you guys watch the Super Bowl, and I will see you guys in the future.